Welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with the last video for the the inaugural Elite Discord Tournament series. This is going to be the last video because the tournament is over. The Buzzwings have won. You've seen the recap, you've seen the stats, and now the last thing that I want to do with this tournament before we start working towards revising, adjusting, and bringing in the second tournament. I want to put together a video of an exhibition match between two all-star teams. So the first all-star team is going to be the Discord, Elite Discord all-star team. So this is going to be the War Beasts. This team right here is put together of the best performing players from the Elite Discord tournament. And let's take a look at the roster. I will say, just to get started here, we only have one starting pitcher. This is just a exhibition match, so I figured we could have more position players in this one and let one starting pitcher be on the team. So that's Bruce Wishwash, who will be the starter in this tournament. You'll take a look at some of these starting pitchers, or I mean the relief pitchers here. Long reliever Odin Soto of the Thumpers, Jefferson Fleming from the Lockhorns, Michelle Cordova from the Prowl, Class Thicket from the Buzzwings, and Werner Daniel, the best pitcher of the bunch, was the relief pitcher for the Arctics. Working through the lineups here, let's take a look at what we have. We have Jada McCarthy from the Prowl, along with Francesca Brown from the Thumpers, that are going to be in the catching positions for this team. Infielders consist of Jasper Reeves from the Prowl, Landon Stone from the Buzzwings, Jillian Fisher from the Buzzwings, Gabriel Blanchard from the Lockhorns, Jamie Morris from the Arctic, Caleb Thompson from the Prowl, and Sky Luna from the Overdogs. In the outfield, you'll see Knox Horn from the Thumpers, Liam Undermeyer, the captain of the Buzzwings, Jamie Cook, the captain of the Sewer Sneaks, Skylar Lynch from the Lockhorns, J.R. Vang from the Lockhorns, Count Fellows from the Dirt Dogs, and Ginger Munster from the Thumpers. This is going to be your all-star team for the Elite Discord tournament, and they will be facing off against the all SMB team. So you might get a little bit mad at me. I did my best as I could as I was sorting through all of the players in the original SMB franchises, and I put together this would be the SMB All Stars. They are set up as the champs. We're going to set them as the reigning champs until they are knocked off. And this is the team that we have to face off against. So we're going to start with starting pitcher Elmo Slayer will be the starter in this matchup against the War Beasts. This will include Norm Phenomeno, the long reliever, who's also a two-way infielder, Charlie Best, Alana Lantana, Rally Overo, and Kay Frequin, the closer, round out your pitching staff for this team. You'll see at catcher, we have Jacques Often, as well as Frank Battery, Sock DeSong, Squinch Toot Whistle, Beefcake McStevens, Hack Liner, Hanley Dexteres, Jock Sports, Elvis Stanley, and Buttons Bunterson will round out the infield. And then you have Marvin Steed, Blamo Tamale, Slash Trips, Jackie Slam, Hammerlong Ballo, and Marsha Brown round out the outfield for the champs. So this is going to be the matchups that we're going to be facing off here. So let's go ahead and get into this one. I will make this a 9-inning exhibition match just because we're here to have a good time and we are going to watch this one. I'm also going to set lineups so that they are randomized, set by the AI, just like we've done for the rest of this tournament. We'll have designated hitter on, and we will have the auto runner starting at the first extra inning. And let's go ahead and start with the War Beast suggested lineup. Will be Liam Undermeyer starting in left field and leading off for the War Beast, the captain of the of the Buzzwings. Jasper Reeves from the Prowl gets the number 2 spot at first base. Skyla Luna from the Overdogs at shortstop and then the 3 spot. J.R. Vang, the RBI hero from this tournament, is going to be playing right field from the Lockhorns. Landon Stone, the DH, the first baseman, excuse me, from the Buzzwings will be DHing this one. Caleb Thompson will be playing his secondary position of second base in the 6 hole. Jada McCarthy at catcher, Jamie Morris at third base, and then Skylar Lynch will be rounding out the order for the War Beasts, and Bruce Wishwash, of course, will be starting. So that is the War Beasts. Let's go ahead and check the suggested lineup for the champs. I don't know what they're doing here with Marshall Brown pitching. We'll get that fixed in just a second. But we're going to start with Sakta Song at first base, leading off. Blamo Tamale in center field in the second spot. Hammer Long Balo, number 3, right field. Jackie Slam playing secondary position of left field in the 4 spot. Squinch Toot Whistle will be the second baseman. Hanley Dexteris will be playing at third base. Jock Sports will be playing short. Slash Trips will be in the DH spot, and then Jacques Often will be in the catcher spot, batting 9th. And we're gonna fix this right now. I will go ahead and do the substitute. I don't know why they put Marsha Brown at pitcher instead of Elmo Slayer, but he will be starting for the champs. And we're gonna go ahead and jump into this one. So let's take a look at this game. We're going to be playing at the Stade Royale, so this is going to be actually the home of the Lockhorns. They get to host this matchup, apparently, and I'm interested to see how this game plays out. I know it's a exhibition matchup. I don't know how much these players will be rotating in. Hopefully your favorite players from the tournament made it onto the team. Hopefully we get to see them perform in this one. And the War Beasts will lead off with Liam Undermeyer against Elmo Slayer. Now, Liam had to face off against Bruce Wishwash already, so he already knows what to do. And he sends the first pitch to right field, so we already have a base runner. Liam Undermeyer hasn't stopped doing what he does best, which is get on base. And we'll see if he's able to make some noise. He did get caught stealing more than he stole the bases in the entire tournament. We'll see. He takes off here. And he steals second base. He beats the throw in and beats the tag. And Jasper Reeves with an 0-2 count here fights off pitch off with K Collector activated. It's a tier 2 K Collector. So we'll see if Jasper Reeves can keep up his, and he doesn't. He takes strike 3 low and inside. So out number 1. And here comes Skyla Luna, the captain of the Overdogs. Did not get a chance to really show what she was capable of. She had a couple of big moments, but after getting swept in 3 games, the Overdogs didn't really have much to say for that tournament. And Skyla Luna lines one down the line, just past the first baseman, and Liam Undermeyer scores from second base, so they're already making noise and giving Elmo Slayer some trouble. Here's RBI hero J.R. Vang. It's not activated here. I don't know if Skyla Luna has the speed to try and steal on Ofteen, but we'll see if he tries to pull something off here. War Beast already taking a 1-0 lead in the first inning, and J.R. Vang puts that one down the third baseline, just goes foul. Now K Collector activates, takes ball too low, and he grounds that one to the third baseman. Hanley Dexteris picks it up, barehands it, and tosses it over to first for out number 2. And that advances Skyla Luna over to second base. So now a runner in scoring position for fastball hitting Landon Stone. He takes strike 1, drops into the zone, that slider. Another slider, maybe a curveball, not sure. And K Collector activates, and Landon Stone gets fooled, and he swings right through that one. He was way early. So the War Beasts take the lead here. The Elite Discord tournament has a lead now over the SMB team, and they are going to lead things off with Sakta Song against Bruce Wishwash. 0-2 already on 2 pitches for Sakta as he fouls off there. And he takes strike 3 right down the middle. So I don't know what Song was looking for, but he didn't find it as he took that one and it went right down the middle. Now here comes Blamo Tamale, who has maxed out inside pitch and off-speed hitter. So Bruce has to be careful here. He already throws one low and in the dirt. And he's given him all fastball to start. 2-1 count. He's playing him very careful. 2-2 count now. He's staying way outside and low. And that ball grounds to Skylar Luna at shortstop, tosses over to first. Jasper Reeves catches that one for out number 2. And here comes Hammer Longballo. He gets power versus righties activated as well as fastball hitter. And he swings at the first pitch. It's an off-speed pitch. It goes straight to Caleb Thompson at second base for out number 3. So a quick inning for Bruce Wishwash, which says something about his talent against this team. Very intimidating. And here comes Caleb Thompson. He had a big start. He gets Ace Exterminator here, tier 2. Hit a big start to the tournament. He still shined and flashed at certain times, but he did quiet down in the middle. And I don't know if that bounced off the ground right in front of the plate or what, but it gets over the third baseman and into left field. And that's a base hit for Caleb Thompson to lead off the top of the second. So Elmo Slayer has still got work to do. And here comes Jada McCarthy from the Prowl. First pitch Slayer, she takes ball 1 low. And the runner takes off. Thompson trying to steal second, and he does easily, stealing on Jacques Often. And he steals third base on the next pitch, and he gets, Often gets him. And Caleb Thompson sprains his foot. So I don't know. That might be where he gets pulled here. That was a really close play at second base. And now full count. K Collector activates for Slayer against Jada McCarthy. And she grounds one to second base. Toot whistle, tosses to first. Sakta Song catches that for out number 2. And here comes Jamie Morris from the Arctics. He had a big last game of the tournament for him against the Prowl. But he wasn't able to pick his team up and carry them into the next round of the playoffs. So here he is, off-speed hitter against Elmo Slayer, and he swings through a 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Slayer for out number 3. So we'll see if they replace Caleb Thompson at second base or if he decides to come out while he's injured. I know this is an all-star game, and you wish you could see every player get their chance. They do pull Caleb Thompson, and in comes Jillian Fisher, the Buzzwing. She's going to be playing at second base now. And Jackie Slam comes up. She has Ace Exterminator. This is only a tier 1 Ace Exterminator. Fun fact, there are not many scholarly good players in the SMB league. If you go look through them, there's not many that are actual scholarly players that are above an A. Really, really interesting. And Jackie Slam takes a strikeout for out number 1. And here comes Toot Whistle, who grounds to Fisher. Fisher over to Reeves for out number 2. And here comes Hanley Dexteras, the utility player who's at third base, and he gets a maxed out fastball hitter in this one. Takes strike 1 outside. Off-speed pitches all the way for Bruce Wishwash. And he swings through strike 2, low and inside, and that ball's going to get, it just bounces off the glove of Skyla Luna as she makes the diving play, and it gets right behind her, but she stops Dexteras at first base. So I don't think that's an error. That was a really good play, a really difficult play, and here comes Jock Sports. And he's going to get that one. Skyla Luna diving, comes up really slow, and Jock Sports is able to run it out. So now 2 on with 2 out for Slash Trips, who has tier 2 bad ball hitter activated here. But Rally Stopper gets activated for Bruce Wishwash as well. So we're going to see his attributes improve significantly here. And Slash Trips hits that ball hard, pulls it, and it goes just foul. Diving effort from J.R. Vang, not even close to that play, but good for him for the effort. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on. Slash trips, pulls it foul. Gonna start again here. And he pops that one up. Skylar Luna calling everyone off. Easy fly here, right at her position, and she catches that for out number 3. So what looked like a little bit of trouble, we get to see Bruce Wishwash get his rally starter activate, or rally stopper, excuse me, activate, and he uses it perfectly there. So now we get to the bottom of the third for the War Beasts against Elmo Slayer, hoping to potentially do some more damage. And Skylar Lynch from the Lockhorns puts that right up the middle for a base hit. And he's got, excuse me, he's got great speed here too. So we'll see if he tries to steal. And Liam Undermeyer, the number 1 hitter in the lineup, he's coming back up to the plate 1-for-1 with a single earlier to start this game. And we've seen a lot of runners on the move against the champs here. We'll see if it continues. And Liam Undermeyer pulls that one down the third base line, and he's going for 2. Jackie Slam comes up throwing, and not in time. Liam Undermeyer with a double, and now 2 runners in scoring position for the captain of the Prowl, Jasper Reeves. He struck out looking. No outs right now, and he pulls that one just foul past the third base bag and hits that ball hard to right field, and that's definitely out of here. Jasper Reeves was a long home run against Elmo Slayer. He definitely made some adjustments after his last at-bat. 408 feet to right field, and it is a 4-0 ball game. And Skylar Luna, who's 1-for-1 with a single in her first at-bat, she comes up to the plate looking to see what she can do to continue to get to Elmo Slayer here. She's first pitch swinging and sends that one up the middle for a base hit. And Elmo Slayer, who was tense before that pitch, we'll see what he does here against J.R. Vang, who's 0-for-1. Yeah, Elmo's still tense here. And he's at 40 pitches now after that one. Takes ball too low. And the runner's going, and that was a hit and run, and J.R. Vang pulled it, and it went foul, and K Collector is activated. Vang fighting off a pitch there. Fighting off another one. That one was inside and high. And Vang, with a bang, sends it to deeper spot than Jasper Reeves, but right there on those stairs. And this one about 431, a big 2-run homer for him. He did not have RBI Hero activated, but he didn't need it for that type of power. And it is now a 6-0 ball game, and things are getting tough over here for Elmo Slayer. He's now rattled and has to face against Landon Stone, who's first pitch swinging and puts it to second base. And they get the out there, and that helps Slayer's mojo a little bit as he's now back to tense. But here comes Jillian Fisher, her first at-bat. She's playing for the injured Caleb Thompson. Unfortunately, he sprained his foot trying to slide into third on a steal. And 0-2 count here. Elmo Slayer gets K Collector, and she's able to pull that one and fight it off, but that's going to go foul, and a big diving attempt from Hammer Longballo when it was out of play. 0-2 still. Fisher fighting off a few more pitches. This looks familiar if you're a Thumpers fan. You don't like seeing that. 1-2. Ball 2 outside. That one was nasty. And she dribbles that one to third. Dexter's over to first. Out number 2. And here comes Jada McCarthy, the catcher. Again, first pitch Slayer activates here, so we'll see if she opts to try and take advantage of this first pitch or if Elmo Slayer's not even going to sniff the strike zone. That's ball 1 inside. Tried to drop it in, but that second pitch is right in her spot, and she sends it right up the middle between the legs of Elmo Slayer. And he's been laboring through this game the entire time as it's still 2 outs. Now a runner on first base, not much speed, and Jamie Morris comes up. Off-speed hitter activates for him. He's 0-for-1. And hits that ball really hard, but straight up. Jackie Slam coming in. It's shallow left center. She catches that for out number 3. and a big 5-run inning for the War Beasts in the top of the third. We'll see if the Champs can do anything to offset that score, as they're down 6-0 already. And so Jacques Softon gets his first at bat here, first pitch Slayer for him. And he swings at it, but it pulls it foul, just a dribbler off the line there, and down 0-2 already. Fouls that one off. Takes ball one inside, thought about it. And that one was right in his zone, but he just missed it. And he pops that one up to shallow center field, and Jillian Fisher ranges all the way back to catch that one for out number 1. And here comes Sak Song, wrapping back to the top of the order. He's 0 for 1 today. He has our power versus righties activated and off-speed hitter. As a reminder, off-speed hitter is maxed out, and he swings at an off-speed pitch, but ahead of it, and it goes foul. And there it goes. That ball is going to get out of here in a hurry. That's a low wall in right field, and it's very shallow. And we've already seen 2 home runs hit that way. Sak Song goes 377 the other way down the right field line for the first run of the game for the Champs. And so Bruce Wishwash makes a mistake there, and he has to be really careful, as there's another off-speed hitter here in Blamo Tamale. He also has that inside pitch, so they have to be very careful. And he gets the off-speed hitter trait activated there, but goes foul. And there was his inside off-speed pitch that he takes for a strike. 2-2 count with 1 out. And inside pitch, but pops it way up, right by the plate. Jada McCarthy catches that one easily for out number 2. And here comes Hammer Lungballo, fastball and power versus righties. We'll see if Bruce gives him a fastball here. Off speed to start, strike 1, taken. There's a fastball, but low. A fastball on the inside part of the plate, that was his 2-seam. 2-2 with 2 outs. And he swings at that inside pitch, and it goes straight to Jamie Morris at third. Tosses across the diamond for out number 3. Sak Song with a solo shot to get the Champs on the board, but they're still down 6-1, and Elmo Slayer is going to come back out for this game, or for this inning, the top of the 4th, as he's still laboring against the bottom of the order, Skylar Lynch, who got a base hit last time, but swings at this one and goes straight to Song at first base for out number 1. Here's Liam Undermeyer, 2 for 2, a single and a double. We'll see what he does here. He's been able to get the best of Elmo Slayer so far. And he hits that ball hard. It's going to the right or left center field gap, and it's going to go slowly to the wall. Misplays it as Tamale, and for a second I thought Liam Undermeyer was going to try for 3 there. That would have been really fun to see if that play was going to be made. It's really hard to stretch those extra bases against teams like this with players like that. And Elmo Slayer comes out, and Charlie Best comes in. His day is done. And Liam Undermeyer at second base with 1 out for Jasper Reeves, who had a home run in his last at-bat. He's going to see what he can do against Charlie Best with his elite curveball. Now, again, that's they're checking the runner there. Elite curveball is at its lowest tier. I tried to get everything at least tier 2, and I couldn't manage to do it. Liam takes off for third, and he steals third base. He's now in scoring position 90 feet away with 1 out. And Jasper Reeves hits that ball hard. It's going to hang up. Blamo Tamale is there. He catches it in a wild throw, and here comes the cannon arm from Jock Sports from shortstop, and it's way late as Liam Undermeyer scores his 3rd run, I believe, of the game now. In his 3 appearances at the plate, he's been able to score every time. Skylar Luna, 0-2 count already with 2 outs. Takes ball 1 outside. Charlie Best gets the best of her, and it's lights out Luna as she goes down swinging. I don't know, a little bit of wordplay there, trying to come up with something creative. They get another run, and the War Beasts take a bigger lead against the Champs. They're up 7-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And here's Bruce Wishwash against the Ace Exterminator, and what a stab at that one as Bruce Wishwash is able to grab that out of the air, and a ball that I thought was going to go right back up the middle for a base hit, and Jackie Slam gets robbed. Some of you might feel really good about that, especially if you're the owner of the Thumpers. I know you're not a big fan of Jackie Slam. Here comes Squinch Toot Whistle. What a name that is. That's such a good SMB name, by the way. Full count, 1 out. And that ball is going to go down the line. Jasper Reeves dives, tosses it over to Wishwash, and he gets it for out number 2. Really great play from the captain, Jasper Reeves, to get it over to the captain, Bruce Wishwash, for out number 2. Great defense here to couple with some great offense and some great pitching as well for this War Beast team, and Jillian Fisher catches that for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning, the champs go down, and the War Beasts are looking to continue their rampage against this champs offense or pitching staff. And it's J.R. Vang, who hit a 2-run homer in his last at bat, comes up against Charlie Best, who blows one by him. The second one goes right past him and fools him with an outside curveball, and that one was a really interesting series of pitches for Charlie Best against J.R. Vang. Landon Stone 0 for 2 here, tier 2 fastball hitter. We'll see if he, or I'm sorry, yeah, fastball hitter. See if he gets one he can swing at here. 1-1 with 1 out. And swings at an off-speed pitch, pulls it to right field. Longbalo gets it in very quickly, but that's a 1-out base hit for Landon Stone, and his teammate, Jillian Fisher, will now come up to the plate. Jillian ended up number 2 in the top 10 in the league leaders in the tournament, so we'll see what she does here. She's 0 for 1 after her last at-bat. And again, she came in to replace Caleb Thompson, who injured his foot trying to steal third base in the first inning, maybe the second inning. So she's the backup, and she swings through strike 3 there for out number 2. And Charlie Best is feeling pretty good here as he came in to replace Elmo Slayer, who struggled today. He has been holding down the fort with 1 1/3 inning pitch, 1 hit, and 3 strikeouts so far. Jada McCarthy swings through her first pitch and misses it, and she grounds to short. Jock Sports tosses over to Song for out number 3. So a base hit means nothing with 1 out, and the champs are able to get out of it unscathed there, which is rare to say, rare to say in this game, but here they come on offense, seeing if they can figure something out against Bruce Wishwash. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that ball finally gets through, and that's a base hit for the champs. One thing to keep in mind, if we can get, if we see Bruce Wishwash get to the bottom of the 7th, that's an opportunity for his stimulated trait to kick in here. It is tier 2, so it's a 10% chance, 20% chance. I'm going off of memory. Correct me if I'm wrong here. So it's a low chance that it happens, but it could. No outs, slash trips, grounds to Skyla Luna. Fisher tosses to first, and just late, as Noodle Arm did not kick in, but slash trips with all of his speed was able to get down the line and get to first in time, and 1 out here on the fielder's choice. And we see Jacques Often coming up with great speed over there at first base. Slash trips is on against Bruce Wishwash, and often pops that one up to, it's in foul territory, and Morris is able to range all the way back to get to that one. Really great speed from him. Really great play to get all the way back there. He gets it over to second really quick so that slash trips can't do anything to advance. And now 2 outs for Sakta Song. We'll see what he does. He did hit a home run, Oppo, in his last at-bat. And that ball grounds to Fisher. Fisher, Noodle Arm does activate there, but it does not have that big of an effect as she's able to toss it over to first for out number 3. So another pretty mild inning for Bruce Wishwash, and he's able to get through 5 innings, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5 innings. And now the War Beasts again with a 7-1 lead are looking to extend that lead against Charlie Best, and Jamie Morris just pulls that one foul. It goes right over the line. And Charlie Best having a good outing here. And that's a ground ball. Best dives. Jock Sports gets cannon arm activated, which is the only way they were going to get Jamie Morris on that one. And that's an out number one. Charlie Best dove for it, dove right past it. Really late reaction time from him. But Jock Sports was able to back him up and use his cannon arm to get the runner out at first. And then he gets the strikeout to follow that up. So he is pumped now. But he's going to have to face off against the captain, Liam Undermeyer, who's locked in 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and a single. And Sakta Song steals that one and takes away a base hit from Liam for out number 3. So a quiet inning. That's the second quiet inning for Charlie Best. And he's having a really great pitching outing here in this All-Star game. And now Blamo Tamale comes up against Bruce Wishwash. Bruce this will be his 69th pitch, and it's a ground out to first base for out number 1. Nice. Hammerlung Ballo coming up 0 for 2 today. He's had a unexpectedly quiet day. We'll see if he gets a fastball. He can get some good wood on here. Swings through strike 2 on an off-speed pitch. He's got nothing but off-speed pitches in this at-bat so far. There's another one, 0-2 still. And that ball hit hard, but just out of play. And that ball's going to go foul. So no harm, no foul there. And he swings through strike 3. I think that was a 92 mile an hour. I don't think that was his 2-seam. What was that? Yeah, it had to have been his 2-seam. And here comes Jackie Slam, the ace exterminator, who got robbed of a base hit last time up when Bruce Wishwash just jabbed at one and caught it out of thin air that went right back at him. And this one goes to Luna, tosses to first, and Jackie Slam's going to lose her mojo. She's down to 10th now as Charlie Best coming out for another inning here. Has 4 strikeouts and only allowed 1 hit, and I believe 3 1/3 inning, maybe 2 2/3. And Jasper Reeves sends that one to left center field and deep, and that ball is easily out of here. I love the sound of that home run hit, as that was shot out of a cannon, 460, and he is having himself a game. That's his second home run of this game. And Skyla Luna has to follow that performance. She's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Charlie Best just kind of lost all the momentum he had going for him, as he did go 2 2/3 innings. That was what I had initially stated wrong at the beginning of this inning. Skyla Luna fouls that one off, 2-2, no outs, and she bloops that one into shallow center field, and Tamale's not able to get to that in time. That is a base hit for Luna, her 3rd of the day. And here comes J.R. Vang, who's already got 1 home run today. Can he try and keep up with Jasper Reeves? Charlie Best comes out. Norm Fenomeno comes in. The two-way infielder is going to try and be tasked with getting J.R. Vang out on this in this at-bat, and I think probably work through the rest of the 7th. And he gets a comebacker right at him. It bounces off his glove, and it kind of goes into no man's land. Jock Sports isn't able to get to that in time, and Cannon Arm doesn't activate either. So that is an infield single, potentially. That might be considered an error, but that is 2 runners on for Landon Stone with no outs. And Norm Fenomeno and the Champs are in trouble again. Landon Stone hits that hard left field. It's not deep enough. Right on the edge of the warning track is Jackie Slam. She catches it, but smartly Skyla Luna at second base tagged up and was able to advance to third. So now runners on the corners for Jillian Fisher in an 8-1 ball game here in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Take strike 1. Norm Fenomeno, the submarine pitcher, coming in, and I think he's just trying to get a different angle for these batters, which so far hasn't paid off. And that ball with the infield in goes right past the pitcher, and almost the only spot it could have been hit to still to get a base hit there. With how low she hit it, and that is a base hit for Jillian Fisher. Something she's done all tournament long is come up in big situations. She does it again, and she gets an RBI base hit. And Jada McCarthy, who's been quiet today, 1 for 3 with a single, swings through strike 3, and she's frustrated. She goes to sit down, and Jamie Morris comes around to try and pick her up. He's 0 for 3 today. Be nice to see the third baseman find a spot and find a hole to get it into. He's trying to see if he can get on base any way possible. 2 outs, 2 on. Jamie Morris hits it hard, but straight up once again, and pretty much right in her original position as Jackie Slam catching that for out number 3. 2 more runs come across, one on Jasper Reeves' solo shot, the other on Jillian Fisher's RBI single, and the Warbeasts have a commanding 9-1 lead against the champs. We're here in the bottom of the 7th, so Bruce Wishwash does not get his stimulated trait kicked in here. He misses the opportunity. He is still locked in as he ranges over, gets that one, tosses over to first for out number 1. And Bruce is having a hell of a game today as he's only made one mistake to sock to song, and it was a solo shot. But otherwise, he has been cruising along. That was his 86th pitch. So he is getting to the end of his day here, but the S-tier starter does exactly what you'd expect him to do, and he lost Hanley there as he walks him. And so a runner is on base for Jock Sports, not a guy you want to mess with. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, so they pull Bruce Wishwash immediately. They bring in Jefferson Fleming, who has an elite 4-seam fastball that's tier 2. He also gets K Collector with 2 strikes. Great speed over at first base. K Collector activates here for Fleming. And what a mistake that was. Oh my goodness. As Bruce Wishwash has to be pissed. Jock Sports comes in and turns Jefferson Fleming around immediately with a 490-foot piss missile to left or to center field. And he gets a mojo boost as that's a 2-run homer. The champs still have a long way to go to get back into this one, but they have the talent to make it work. And I don't know if you saw that, but Bruce Wishwash was standing at the top of the dugout just shaking his head there. You see him still standing there. Rally starter is activated here for Slash Trips. 2 strikes, and K Collector gets activated too. Jasper Reeves dives and just misses that one. So another runner gets on base, and a really great speed for Slash Trips over at first base. And the Warbeasts have to be careful here, or else they might give up this lead and let the champs catch up. Jefferson Fleming tense already. Jacques Softon takes 2 balls here. Strike. And a 3-1 count here for him. This might be a pitch for him to swing at, and it was, but he took it. And now K Collector activates for Fleming. And often grounds to Fisher. Fisher over to first for out number 2. Slash Trips advances to second on the ground out. And here comes the leadoff man, Sakta Song. He's looking for another off-speed pitch. Fleming has 2 of them. They send him the fastball right out of the gate. Another fastball there at 97. 1-2 count here, and K Collector activates. And another fastball, that one inside. 2-2, 2 outs, man on second. And Song pops up, and it looks like Fleming's calling that one on the line. Catches it for out number 3. 2-run score on that huge home run from Jock Sports, a 490-foot bomb. That ball went really far, and the Warbeasts are trying to get those runs back as they start with Skylar Lynch at the bottom of the order. So it's 9-1-2 for the Warbeasts against Norm Phenomeno. And he keeps that one low, 2-2 against Lynch. Lynch hits it hard to dead center field, and I don't know if it's got enough, and it looks like it does. There's enough juice. That one gets out of here to almost dead center field. Skylar Lynch, not known for his power, puts that 442 to dead center field, and that's a solo shot to lead off this inning. So Norm Phenomenal giving up a pitch in the wrong spot, and here comes Liam Undermeyer, 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. He got robbed of a base hit from Sakta Song in his last one, and gets robbed there from Jock Sports as he tried to pull the Undermeyer special to left field, and Jock Sports was not having any of it. So that's the first out of this inning. Really great play from Jock Sports on a really great hit from Undermeyer. So Reeves comes up. He has 2 home runs in this one, and he strikes out swinging there. So good recovery from Norm Phenomeno, who gave up a solo shot to lead off this inning and then got the next 2 batters out, and he has to face off against Skylar Luna to try and close out this inning in the top of the 8th. And he is a long reliever, so he's got a good few pitches in him. He's at pitch 29. 3-1 count with 2 outs for Luna, and she hits that ball hard. She was waiting for it, but she couldn't wait that long enough as she pulls that one foul. She made perfect contact on it, but just swung too early. She pulls another one foul, full count, and takes ball 4 outside. She was really, really waiting for her pitch and didn't get it there. And Norm Phenomenal's got to be really angry as he threw a really nasty slider, and she didn't bite on it. So another base runner here for the War Beasts as J.R. Vang comes up. Has yet to get his RBI hero activated. And he grounds out to Toot Whistle, tosses over to first for out number 3. And another run scores. Now 10-3 War Beasts. 16 hits compared to the 6 for the Champs. And they have a lot of work to do here with 2 innings left. And Blamo Tamale is going to get it started against Jefferson Fleming, who comes out for another inning. He's still tense, and he makes a mistake against Blamo Tamale, who goes deep to dead center field. Skylar Lynch is there, but couldn't get up high enough, and that ball is gone. 449. Big solo shot for Blamo Tamale. That was a Blamo for sure. And they essentially get that runner back that Skylar Lynch, or that run back that Skylar Lynch hit in the top of the inning. And Hammer Longalo swings at the first pitch and sends it back up the middle for his base hit here. I think that was his first of the day. Jackie Slam hoping to do the same as she's tense. She does have minimum boosted Ace Exterminator activated here. Swings through strike 1. That changeup had her fooled. Takes ball 1 inside. Not much speed over there at first base. No outs still. Takes strike 2 low, and K Collector gets activated here. Fleming still tense. Jackie Slam trying to figure things out on the fly, and she takes strike 3 right at the bottom of the zone, and she cannot believe it. She said something to the ump as she's turned around. I don't know if the ump heard it, but it looked like there was a little bit of an argument between those two, and I think they're just kind of letting the players play here, and so ump just kind of wiped it off or brushed it off like it wasn't much. We'll have to maybe see if we can figure out what happened there after the game. Toot Whistle grounds to Fisher, Fisher to Luna, and that's a fielder's choice infield ground out to Fisher at second base, who decides to make the play over at second. And they pull Hanley Dexteris for Beefcake McStevens, who comes in with power versus lefty and high pitch activated here. He swings at the first pitch, and it goes ground ball right to Jasper Reeves for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 9th now, and the War Beasts looking to try and add on a few more insurance runs here before they pass it over to their pitching staff to try and close it out. McStevens stays in and goes to third. Landon Stone swings at the first pitch, and it goes right to Jackie Slam for out number 1. Fisher had an RBI single and an earlier at bat. She comes up here and takes a first pitch strike. Norm Phenomeno makes a mistake there, and it goes to right center field. Hard hit ball there, and because of Fisher's sprinter trait that she has, she's able to stretch that into a double, even though it bounced off the wall and went right to Blamo Tamale in right center field. So a one-out double from Jillian Fisher, something else that we've seen her do a lot in this tournament. So Norm Fenomeno just trying to get through this as best he can without giving up any more runs. And Jada McCarthy, who's had a 1-for-4 day with a single, is up to strike out once again as she swings through that one. And she's had a really rough time. She had a really great first round of the playoffs, but then cooled off very quickly against the Thumpers, which don't blame her. That pitching staff is very intimidating. Jamie Morris having himself a tough day. He's gotten some hard hit balls, but he keeps popping it up, and he's tense. 1-2 count. Now takes that one 2-2, and that ball gets away from Often, and that goes out of play. So the runner advances to third base on that really wonky throw, full count, and Morris grounds to Toot Whistle. Toot tosses to to Song for out number 3. So they're able to avoid another run scoring in the top of the ninth. And so they go to the bottom of the ninth, their last chance. And Jock Sports starts things off 3 for 3 today, having a really great day for himself. And he faces off against the tense Fleming, who stays in here. And Sports is locked in. He swings at that ball hard, but pulls it way foul. And Jefferson Fleming has K Collector activated. And he makes another mistake. Sports goes to left center field, and that's going to get up and get out of here. And that is another solo shot for the Champs, and his second home run for Jock Sports today. He's having himself a very big ball game, and he's doing as much as he can for these Champs, trying to get back into this one. And here comes Slash Trips with Rally Starter, 1 for 3, and so his contact is maxed out. Fleming's staying in here. We got a lot of viable options in the bullpen, but they opt to continue to go with Jefferson Fleming, who gives up a base hit up the middle. So we have speed on the base paths with no outs in the bottom of the ninth. Jacques Often comes up. He has first pitch Slayer here, 0 for 3 today. Fleming gets pulled, and Werner Daniel comes in, and that seems like that's going to be it for the Champs. If Werner Daniel has got what he was working with through the entire tournament, this is going to be rough for the Champs to fight back into this one, especially having to score 5 runs. And that's a line out to Fisher. Catches it for out number 1. And we wrap to the leadoff spot against Sak De Song coming up. He's 1 for 4. He had a solo home run earlier in the game, and Werner Daniel with his elite 4-seam takes strike 1, takes strike 2, right in his spot too, and he takes it. Ball 1 high and outside. Excuse me. That curveball drops, but not far enough into the zone, and he's way ahead of that one. Pulls it foul and out of play. 2-2 count, 1 out. And swings through strike 3. Werner Daniel makes Sak De Song look foolish on that pitch right there. And now here comes Blamo Tamale. He hits those off-speed pitches, and Werner has 2 out of 3 off-speed pitches, so he has to be very careful here. But if he can get Blamo Tamale, huge moment for the War Beasts, as they're 1 out away from winning this All-Star game. 2-1 count. Great speed over at first. And he gets them to chase that off speed, and it's going to be right on the warning track, and Vang catches it for out number 3, and the War Beasts defeat the Champs. The Elite Discord All-Star team faces off and defeats the SMB All-Star team. What a fun game that was. Some really interesting outcomes that we were maybe not expecting. I definitely didn't see them putting up so many runs against Elmo Slayer. But the Warrior Beasts get 10 runs on 17 hits and no errors. The Champs go 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Offensively for the Champs, Sak De Song had a solo shot. Blamo Tamale had a solo shot. Hammer Longbala with just a single. Jackie Slam had a bad day. Toot Whistle had a bad day. Beefcake got out in his 1 plate appearance, and Jacques Often really had a bad day as well. Dexter's 1 for 2. He scored a run. He also walked once as well. Jock Sports that's going to be your MVP from the champs today. 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Really great outing for him. I think it was 2 home runs and 2 singles. Slash Trips also had a pretty decent day here, 2 for 4. Did never managed to get around the bases and score. For the War Beasts, a lot to talk about here, as everyone on the team got a hit except for Jamie Morris. Sorry, buddy. Tough day for him. He went 0 for 5 with a strikeout. One hit day for Landon Stone, one hit day for Caleb Thompson, who got injured after his first at bat. He got a single. He stole second base, tried to steal third, and sprained his foot. And he got pulled for Jillian Fisher, who comes in 2 for 4, gets an RBI single. And she had a good day after she came in to replace Thompson. Jana McCarthy only went 1 for 5 today. She was pretty quiet. And then we get into the bigger bats in the lineup. So Liam Undermeyer, 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored. He got robbed on his 2 outs. Really great hitting day for him. Jasper Reeves, big day from the captain of the Prowl, 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. He did strike out twice, but he was really putting up for the War Beasts. Skylar Luna, 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. J.R. Vang, 2 for 5. He hit a 2-run shot and had an RBI, or I'm sorry, and a run scored. Who did I miss here? Oh, and then Skylar Lynch, bottom of the order power coming through, 2 for 4 with a solo home run and another run scored as well. So big day for the War Beasts. Looking at the pitching staff, very interesting performances here. Elmo Slayer only went 3 1/3, giving up 10 hits, 7 earned runs, and 2 home runs. He only got 3 strikeouts. Charlie Best came in for him. He had himself a pretty good performance until he got tired. He went 2 2/3 innings, giving up 3 hits, 2 earned runs on a home run, and 4 strikeouts. And then Norm Phenomeno finished this game 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 home run, and 3 strikeouts. For the War Beasts, very different story. Bruce Wishwash came through in a big way for them. 6 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 home run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Jefferson Fleming came in, did not pitch great, but he pitched well enough with the lead that he had. 1 2/3 innings for him, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 home runs given up, and a strikeout. And then Werner Daniel, you don't expect anything other than that from him. 1 inning pitched and 1 strikeout, but no runners reach base against him. And he pitched with a runner on first base as well. So big moment for them. This makes sense to see Jock Sports get the #1 spot, even though the champs lost. He did everything he could to make it work for them with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Jasper Reeves, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs for him. And Liam Undermeyer, 3 for 5 with 2 doubles, 3 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases for the War Beasts. So I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a fun little exhibition matchup between those teams. Essentially what we're going to do next, I'm going to coordinate with the rest of the Discord team to figure out what we're going to do going forward. But I plan to do another tournament in the future. That tournament will likely have essentially the same teams with maybe a few adjustments to the rosters. We want to try and build out kind of a universe with these teams and these players with maybe just a few adjustments here and there to keep those teams that lost early on getting better, while the teams that won, like the Buzzwings and the Thumpers, they're going to potentially either not get better or they're going to get worse. So we'll see how that plays out. But thank you all so much for watching. If you want more content, go check out my Windy City Thunderbolts franchise. It's been a long time since I've updated that one as I worked through this tournament, but I am going to be getting back into the swing of things with that franchise. So definitely take a look, catch up there if you need to, and look forward to seeing you all in the next one. We'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.